welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, and see which messages resonate for you. Hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering, and remember that divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. Now, it is a beginning because I got myself an iPhone. Hey, so I'm hoping this helps the quality of the readings, but I have no idea how to use it yet at all. So as I'm getting this new situation going, I would appreciate any feedback you guys have on how the sound is. I didn't do anything like with a filter or anything like that. I have no idea how the lighting looks, but we will figure it out, you know, reading by reading, bird by bird. So if any of you have any help or anything like that you can, give as feedback, I would appreciate everything you can help me on, and just put it in the comments. So let's begin. Let's start with the career and life. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What are the opening messages to be helpful for the collective right now, please, and thank you. I just realized I don't think I have my glasses here. Oh yeah, we're starting with wisdom. Turning on that inner light inside of you, getting to read the writing on the wall, something that was in the dark before. This is you being wise in a situation, in a relationship, at work, with others in general. I do feel like somebody in particular around you really appreciates your wisdom. I feel like there's somebody who kind of always goes to you when they need advice. I feel like it's also because you know when somebody just needs to speak and be heard, and the right questions to ask them. And if that's not somebody in your mind right now, there's going to be somebody coming in that you're going to connect to very closely with. I'm also get that you are going to be a mentor to this person, and you're going to really help them open up their mind, but I also see the heart. So you are called to serve as a mentor for someone, be a role model and a guide who can show the way. It's using your wisdom and your experience. So this is because of past situations you've gone through that you are able to help somebody. And I feel like you are going to be a really big help to somebody. So let's get another message. Yeah, you are. You're going to really connect to here somebody really important or will be in your life, but it's people in general. It's your energy. Look at this pineapple. It has like aviator glasses on. So this is you connecting to the right people. Maybe it's connecting to a group or an audience that is not really your usual, or a group you never really thought you'd connect to, but you do. You do. So it's your expression, it's your presentation, it's your, in some cases, your true vulnerability. So maybe it is you opening up about your past experiences, and that makes that real, relatable connection that you have to someone or others. But I feel like a lot of you are supposed to be healing, helping, getting out there, sharing your talents, changing the world in your way. I feel like you have something really special. It's like your thing. And if you haven't found it yet, this is you finding it. I do think that it's a step-by-step process, but I feel like you have to keep walking through the open doors. And I don't know, I actually see you knocking and getting an answer. So that could even be like sending somebody a text and seeing how the response is. I feel like some of you have a lot of people now or coming in that will speak on your behalf. Maybe this is help by word of mouth, sort of talking about what you do. And I don't know, like I'm getting somebody, like I see I actually see a Shetland sheepdog, but maybe like a herding dog. And I see if that's not your energy and you're able to almost like be that conductor, you know, the producer bringing everybody together, I feel like there's somebody that is going to do that for you, like on your behalf, talking about your skill or your business. But this is where you have a little flair, you have a little something that's special. It's noticed. It's that little spotlight that kind of hovers around you. And you could do really well working with others. So for some of you, this could be working on a project together. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or head of a company. Like how random that was. But if you are heading anything, it's because you are doing it with this wise energy. It's because people don't feel like you're above them. They feel like you're with them. So maybe it's also about really listening. So let's get one more for the collective from the career and life. Please and thank you. Give and take. This is beautiful. This is because you're not just overpowering anyone. This is also energy coming to you. It's a back and forth. It's the right balance between pursuing and allowing, doing and letting go. So it's telling you to be open, but I do feel like with all of these together that you're the one opening up somebody else. But it's also reminding you to not be closed off. You know, maybe it's not judging a book by its cover, maybe getting to know some people better to see how they really maneuver, what they're into, what they're all about. I feel like somebody's, I want to say like a mismatch. Like I feel like you meet somebody and their experiences don't really match their style, or you know what they wear, and that doesn't really match like kind of what their personality is. I feel like it's going to be a like overall surprise. Like somebody's a lot deeper. They have a lot more layers than you see on the surface. But I feel like that's you too. I feel like you're also the one surprising others. Keep that flow of abundance going. Keep that out and in flow. Don't hold on to something too tight. I'm also seeing that for some of you, if you are doing anything and you do have your own business, maybe it's the right investment on, I see advertising. So whatever that is for you, but I did see the word of mouth thing before. Maybe for some of you, it's, you know, if you do something and it is about how you dress, whether that's that you have your own like original kind of style, or you're dressing in a sassy suit or gown, or I feel like you stepping into the role actually by what you wear, but feeling good in it will like empower you somehow, like really like make you feel where you are. So maybe some of you are changing your style. It's give somebody a chance and ask for what your heart desires. I did see somebody's heart opening up. So maybe it's about asking for what you really want. Maybe it's talking about what or who you love, what you love to do, what you love about yourself. I feel like all of these messages are very positive. They feel very high vibration. So let's go to the clarifying life situations. There's another message to be helpful for the collective on wisdom, people skills, and give and take. Hold on. I have to put, I gotta put a plug. I gotta put my cord in this. My batteries are low. I'm gonna charge it up. All right, clarity from the clarifying life situations on give and take, people skills and wisdom, please and thank you. What would be helpful for the collective? A veil of illusion. So I feel like that's that not judging a book by its cover or something more complicated than it appears, whether that's a project, you, or somebody else. This is where you see through. You see to the core of someone. You see the truth in somebody's soul. I feel like I need to find my glasses because these are tiny words. Let me go find them. I'll be right. Oh, I don't even know how to pause this. I don't know how to use this thing yet. Wait, I see a pause. Hold on. Did that work? It worked. All right. I'm getting it. So this is whatever I said before about you, you know, really seeing how somebody is multifaceted, really deep, more complicated than they seem on the surface. It's you that sees through the illusion. Maybe somebody around you always felt like they had to have their aviator glasses on, or I don't know, even if somebody always felt like they had to dress the part, I feel like you're getting inside the heart of the matter or the heart of someone. I feel like somebody is more comfortable being transparent with you than they normally are. But this is not being in illusion or delusion or scenario land. This is seeing something for the truth of what it is. So it's also accepting the truth. If for some of you, someone shows you who they are, believe them. And I do feel like there's also somebody who is growing and changing. So also see that if somebody's making an effort and you see they are making different decisions, they are opening up and seeing something maybe in a more elevated perspective, then I feel like you're like holding somebody with graceful energy. It's lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface so you can navigate through with love and career and authenticity. I feel like for some of you, there was maybe judgmental energy around maybe you, but maybe somebody else, and you give somebody the chance to share their perspective, their side of the story, and I just see you like getting to the root of something that others didn't give time or day to. So it's seeking the truth. Embrace clarity. Embrace the reality in a situation. You know, hold up that light inside yourself and what's actually around you and look at it, face it. That's going to help you navigate your whole situation differently. And it's where you are embracing this clarity and receiving revelations, and they will just unfold. Something's just going to fall away layer by layer. Keep an open mind for answers because they will illuminate your path to understanding. That's like the very first thing I saw with that lantern. It's a step-by-step process. Don't get too ahead of yourself. It's being in the now, the step that you are on. I'm also getting that if some of you are really in the dark or unclear about what is going on with somebody else that you care about or you haven't seen in a while, I do see clarity coming in, but it might mean that somebody is going to open up slowly. And for some of you, I feel like somebody is just ready to spill the beans. Like they just want to let you in and tell you everything. So I am getting those are different people. So let's do a keyword. What is a keyword to help the collective right now on wisdom, seek truth, veil of illusion, people skills, and give and take? I just thought of that song, Take On Me. I don't know who sings it. It's like an 80s song. Take on me, take on me. I don't know. I can't get who sings that at all. What is one message or one keywords to help the collective, please and thank you. Oh, what is this? It looks like a tape. I just heard an 80s song. That's so perfect. So maybe some of you were born in the 80s, or somebody was, or maybe it's about, I don't know, a retro look or something like that. But this could also be where somebody is playing something on repeat, stuck in a karmic cycle, old habits, old ways. I feel like, I don't know, something got tangled here. But it's tape, which is also sticky, you know? So I feel like you are, I want to say, the glue that can hold something together. But don't get stuck on something. You know, don't get your boots stuck in one place and not have that forward movement. It's like you're replaying someone, or someone else is replaying something. Holding things together, fixing things in order to, very sticky situation, cutting things away in order to hold things together and fixing things. That's just phrases. So there is something that you might need to cut, let go of, clear away, do differently, or maybe that's what somebody else is learning, or you are helping them with this wisdom to do. Maybe you're helping somebody get out of a cycle. And maybe that's because you've gotten out of one. So you can see the way through, the way out. It's something that is going to be fixed, resolved. Maybe you felt like a little caught before. Or somebody else was feeling like they were just sort of playing catch up to you. So let's continue. I feel like that could be job related, but that could also be a situation that involves something personal and love. So let's do this one. I wasn't sure if I was going to use this deck. It's a twin flame, the twin flame oracle. So let's just get a message. Clarity for the collective, please and thank you. What they're thinking about as far as love and romance goes, a certain partnership they are thinking about, or they need to know about one that is coming in. One message, please and thank you. That's beautiful. That it's going to be back into balance. That balance between the masculine and feminine, this balance is also found within you. This is a very beautiful energy, but it's accepting reality. There's so many shades of gray. It's not black and it's not white. It's not good and it's not bad. Sometimes it's just what is, where you are, and how to do what you have to do with what you have to work with, who you have to work with. This is telling you to stay centered in your higher self. Remember that divinity in you and try to see that beautiful light in someone else. Everybody messes up. Everyone's just trying to have a human experience, and it's beautiful and sometimes really difficult. So maybe it's also seeing two sides of a coin. I had that yes/no coin, but I don't think I have it here. I do. Let's do something fun. I have a yes/no. Let's flip a coin and get a yes/no answer to what you're thinking about and see what comes through. Ooh, I dropped it. But it landed on yes. I feel like we should do it again. Woo. And no. Well, maybe it's yes, maybe it's no. Maybe it's both. I felt like that didn't get us anywhere, but maybe that is exactly what was supposed to happen. Let's get one more from this. Wow. Yeah, you're seeing something from the fifth dimension. This is not seeing something in the 3D energy. It's being grounded on Earth, but there is somebody that you're connecting to in a way different level. It's like your souls are looking at each other. It could also be that somebody had to face their shadow self, have really deep self-reflection to find the light at the end of the tunnel. Because if there's something down there that was never dealt with, never looked at, ignored, then it wasn't healed. It wasn't a strength that came out of it. It can't be changed. So it can keep kind of popping up in a repeat pattern or cycle. But once it's faced, that's where the growth comes. That's where fears are released. That's where faith is restored. It's where you and someone else just have, you do. This is where you look at others and it's almost like you can read their soul. Maybe you read their energy. This is where there is intuitive communication. Not just people talking over each other. Not just even exchange of ideas. There's something deeper about how you speak to one person or others. You are connected at a soul level. And this is felt. It is known, and it's probably kind of confusing. So that being said, I feel like we should do those deep cards. Let's do the Divine Truth. I feel like I felt the very start of my heat coming on, so if that gets loud, I do apologize. It's on like a timer and it kind of gets loud, so hopefully it stays low. But let's get a Divine Truth or two. I have the deck split in half, so let's do one from each. And when I said that before, I looked at the clock on this phone at 22:22. Maybe it's number 22 is important for you. All talk. Maybe somebody's, maybe somebody's words didn't match their actions. I feel like this is going back to whatever I said before about believe what somebody shows you, but maybe it's also for some of you that somebody is showing you one thing and they just don't have the words. This is somebody who is very well aware now, maybe not before, that you just don't want to hear the words though. You want there to be follow through. You want someone to show up when they say they're going to be there. And you want someone to at least give you a rain check or an explanation if something happens and they can't. I feel like you are the one who just appreciates the truth. And somebody is feeling now, like maybe because of your actions, maybe you cut that string, cut that cord, got out of a sticky situation, and somebody doesn't want to give you excuses anymore. This is really, I feel like somebody knows that you know the truth. I feel like somebody knows they can't really hide from you. They can't really regurgitate the same crap that they've used in other relationships because you're different. It's somebody that was, had a lot of excuses. They're all talk, but they didn't have follow through. They didn't have the action to back up their words. So let's go to the other half. And I really like this bird. I like those, I think they're called the Indian ring necks. Those parrots are so cute. I watch those videos all the time. They're always like, hello baby. Mwah! Maybe I'll find one of those and I will put it just for fun in the description or in the comment. Yeah, the description for you guys in the playlist. Put something different in there. And I'll find some 80s songs too, why not? Let's get one more from the other half. This card is one that definitely keeps coming through for you, and it's this one. The other one is, my other half is down. So I don't see that, but this I'm gonna take. There's another bird. Maybe some of you have, there's the heat. Some of you have little parakeets, or like birds of a feather flock together. Maybe it's being around the right birds, the right vibrations. Maybe it's also that somebody could have been in the energy of gossip, just talking about hearsay and not really knowing what was going on. But there are divine energies, divine guidance, angels, spirit guides, God, the universe is helping you and also helping someone else bring you together. Whether it's this situation and this is just maybe something mending, or, gaining distance for a reason to bring you to the right vibration, there is guidance bringing you towards the right person and the right people. My spirit guides are helping assist in this divine connection, and somebody is getting new insight. I mean, they're having self-awareness here. I think somebody is coming back into balance, but they have to leave that uncomfortable comfort zone. They have to stop doing something on repeat and put their big girl pants on, put their big boy pants on, and start to make just some decisions that are not the same old, so they don't have the same old every anymore. And I'm getting stumbly all of a sudden at this part in the reading with words. And that usually means the energy that I am connecting to is also having some trouble speaking, or, being clear with what it is they actually want to say. But this is somebody who is ready to come out of that hole, come out of a sticky situation. Stop putting the record on repeat if they don't even like the song anymore. I feel like this is somebody ready to write their own song. Dance to the beat of their own drum instead of maybe, I don't know, I see maybe the beat that everybody else was playing around them. I am releasing fears. That's sort of what I saw with that shadow. And stepping out of my comfort zone, and they're doing it to come close to you. So for some of you, this is somebody that you have connected to, and you made a big difference whether you know that or not. Whether you see this person dancing like they're doing the disco here. It looks like it's very like Saturday Night Fever, and whether they're doing that behind a closed door, or that they're only comfortable with doing that in front of you, or to you, somebody still feels like they're stuck in that hole. They're starting to dance like that and escape and energetically be different, even if they're climbing out of the hole right now. I hope all of that made sense. I got lots of interesting energies today. So let's go to the tarot. I have the Angel Wisdom, and I also feel like I want to do the Weird World. So let's do them both. Let's get the foundational energy from the Angel Wisdom. What is the foundational message to help the collective right now? Please and thank you. Foundational energy and movement. I just wanted to say to be grateful instead of to be helpful, but maybe it's about being grateful. Maybe somebody feels really grateful for you. And then you have this king. You have the King of Cups. This is a really beautiful energy. This king decided he didn't even want to stay in the throne room anymore. He's going on the veranda. He's out on the patio, and he took his fancy throne, and he's like, no, it's really boring inside there. I'm at least gonna get outside the door, get some beautiful sunlight, hear the waves, and wait for that ship that he knows is coming in. I feel like this king is expecting something. I feel like he's expecting good news. This is definitely somebody who, whatever I said before, that somebody was coming through with an open heart. This is the king with the open heart. This is also the king that has had a lot of experiences with different connections, whether that's at his or her job or in the love department. Where's the connections? It's somebody who's generally pretty romantic, or at least dreams of it. Maybe this is somebody becoming more romantic. This is somebody who usually has really good intuition, and maybe it's somebody who has always had good intuition, but it doesn't mean that they always followed it if this was upside down. Upright, this is somebody who's coming in and making an offer of love because they see it being long term. They want to see something beyond that first layer. This is someone who really wants to get deep. This is somebody that would want a connection that is deep at a soul level. It's somebody who you can trust. For a lot of you, it doesn't matter your gender. This King of Cups is your energy. It could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but it's the pursuer, I just heard the victor. Maybe somebody's name is Vic or Victor. I just heard Sandra, Raphael, Bob. I don't usually get names, but they're usually very big and bold when I get them. I heard Gabby. I heard Sandra again. So maybe Sandy. I mean, you do have the sand on the beach here. Maybe it's something that's falling through like a grain of sand, footprints in the sand. I just thought of Summer Loving by Grease. Maybe some of you really like Grease or that song. Maybe it's about somebody you met in the summer, or a lover that was maybe across some water. Maybe it's about somebody coming back. Maybe it's also how I'm seeing how the two people were both willing to change their style to please, or, to satisfy the other person, and yet they didn't have to. Them being so different was kind of exactly what the other one needed. So maybe it's about someone who's really different than you. The willingness to change, but I feel like that's self-change, not just for someone. I feel like it's like inspired change. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. This is somebody that would read energy correctly. They don't always dive on in. Sometimes they just stick a little toe in and make sure that that is right before they fully commit to something. Someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe. You're gonna know if somebody's safe, when you can lift that veil and be transparent and vulnerable with someone. You're gonna feel their authenticity. You're gonna feel the truth of their heart. Hidden, you do have this veil, but well-intentioned emotions. So it is the king. The king is the one that doesn't always express how they are feeling, but it doesn't mean they're not feeling it. The king upside down could be someone that talks about all these feelings, but then doesn't show it or goes cold. And it's a charitable benefactor. I did see somebody before that was like speaking on your behalf, or when I saw the dog like hurting like a group for you. This would be somebody who would probably do it because of the true authentic love of their heart, not really to get anything back. This is like somebody who loves just to love. And it's also for some of you seeing wise counsel. But this is a masculine energy, so it's wise counsel that comes with that pursuing energy, supporting energy, providing energy, doing energy. So let's do the weird world. What is a weird world weird, beautiful world it is. Message to help the collective on the movement of this king, or movement because of this king. Advice, please and thank you. Oh, well, there's your movement. Good job. Somebody is definitely leaving the kingdom, leaving the castle, even if they have to take a little pause and sit on that golden throne and think about it for a minute. This is the person that knows, whatever I said before, that the ship is coming in. I always see the Three of Wands as you sent out the energy, you sent out the message, you just have to wait for the arrival. So in the meantime, what can you do productive with yourself, with your energy, with your spirit, with your creativity while that package is coming, while that person is getting ready to be delivered to you or delivering themselves to you. It's not just staying on that throne or your beach chair by the mailbox waiting for the snail mail to come. It's gonna come. So what can you do that's better suited for you and your energy in the meantime? This is usually the transition. You've had the idea, booked the ticket, now you packed your bags and you're on your way to the airport. You're getting in the car and you're ready to step on the gas. You're ready to go beyond those pillars. You're ready to finally leave any kind of comfort zone, especially if it wasn't comfortable. Or discovering how uncomfortable it actually was once you get there, or once you start to get excited when you're exploring what you have dreamed about. This is here upside down, where you have all these plans, you booked the ticket, and then you overslept and you didn't even try to take the next plane. It's like lack of effort on something that you really desire, and then it's just this weird little burning desire. It's like you leaving the back burner on all the time instead of using it. Clarity on the Three of Wands. What would be helpful? Please and thank you. The Knight of Wands. Well, there you go. You're not going to be sitting much longer. You have the Lovers at the bottom. This is Gemini energy. This is going back to love. And this Knight of Wands is not really going very fast. Usually the Knight of Wands is somebody who has a lot of confidence, and I usually see that as something arriving. Maybe somebody is arriving faster than you thought, but maybe somebody who normally dives in is actually slowing things down a little bit and doing it right. Because this Knight, this is a fiery energy, and this is somebody fiery, excited about an experience, because the Knights are movement. They want to be involved. This Knight's really passionate, you know, it's a good time. This is somebody who would definitely get you out of your comfort zone, definitely inspire you to take a journey, definitely inspire you to make some different plans, or at least walk to the veranda's edge there and look out and see how much potential, how much possibility is out there if you take a couple steps in a different direction. That's usually Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but it doesn't have to be. Also, this Knight isn't really in big armor other than the knees, but he is veiled. He is protected from the elements, and there's a lot of sand. And I see sand with this, not even the same tarot deck. This is actually somebody going through the desert. I just thought of Desert Rose. I really like that song. So maybe it was a dry spell. Maybe it's getting to that oasis, and then once you're in there, letting your horse drink some beautiful water. And I just heard of rendezvous. Maybe for some of you, you have a good time in that oasis. I mean, it is the Knight of Wands. It would be a good time. It would be very passionate. And if it's even a project, it's a passion project. It's something that's exciting. Like, you finish it or you get half finished and you want to tell everyone what you're working on. Do be aware that sometimes this night is the not finish it kind of night. In and out, there and gone, interest then none, talk no action, action no talk. There's lack of follow through when this night is upside down. He comes across as being confident usually, or she does, but then they just kind of like don't live up to their words, don't keep their promise, or they really make you feel like they're all in and then they're completely gone. I feel like that is typically the night that would be the ghoster. Like, just what happened? Where did they go? What were all those beautiful words all about? So do be aware, use your intuition, use your wisdom, see the truth in a situation, if that's people coming in or certain people around you. But if this night is upright, it's usually a really good time. And if this is somebody who is inspired by their inner light, their dreams coming true, wanting change, wanting balance, connecting at a soul level, a 5D level. Hi, Rose. Do you want to come up here and not just a mundane, casual fling, even just like a what am I getting? Just like a chemistry, but not like true spirituality kind of relationship, then I think that is changing. And I think somebody wants to dive in with their whole heart to a different experience. I think Rose might have to go out. I'm gonna use this pause button that I have learned about in this first video, and I will be right back. And then we end with the Lovers. Gemini energy. It's like this angel and this woman. Maybe it is about a spiritual union or connection of opposites, or combining the 5D energy with the 3D. This is where there's a choice in love. Whether that's the balance of masculine and feminine in you, and you choosing to follow your heart, or somebody else choosing to follow theirs. This is the energy of free will. No strings attached, because it's the attachment of energy that is a bond that is different. I hope that made sense. It's allowing the other person the free will and the freedom to feel exactly how their heart feels. Usually it's where two people make a choice to be together. But if there's one person who is not feeling the same, it's allowing that person to feel however they feel, not trying to hold on or change how somebody feels. It's respecting the other. It could be releasing out of love anybody in your life that doesn't match you vibrationally, or pulls you down, or pushes you in a certain way. It's where each person upright wants the other person to get the experience of the love they deserve. Whether it's choosing together, or it's allowance for the other person to have that love in their life. If one person is with the other person and they're not getting the love they deserve, and they're accepting that, they're not in their own personal power. They're not seeing how special they are. They're not opening their self up to the possibility that maybe if that person isn't feeling that way, maybe there's someone else who would give them exactly what they deserve. See how special they are. So it is that big choice. It is a big decision, but it's leading with your heart. And it's doing it with that high vibration of both authenticity and spirituality and truth. And when there's true devotion, no matter how different you are, it's a constant circulation of coming together. It's a constant elevation of your souls. It's also that dichotomy of energy where it's not black and white and good and bad, and every day is rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes it's a really hard day, but it's choosing to get through it together and seeing that there's movement in the same direction, dreams that want to expand together, communication that is clear and transparent and truthful, and changes that happen together. And people have many different chapters. Some have many chapters in one relationship, and some have many chapters in different relationships, because everybody's situation is so unique. So I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. We're going to end on a rock star. Yeah. Let's see what rock star messages or message there is for the collective right now. Please and thank you. Sight. Oh, I like this so much. I didn't even know she was in here. I haven't really looked through the whole deck yet. I'm just kind of getting excited to see what comes through. I love Natalie Merchant. Little backstory, since we're going back to the back in time with that tape, wherever it is. I had a friend who, I think it was my 16th birthday, gave me the Tiger Lily CD, not quite back to tapes, but it was a CD. And I can remember when I drove my first car, I played that CD over and over and over. And it is so beautiful. So I'll find something really good from the Tiger Lily CD album for you guys. But maybe another thing I can ask, if any of you had a song that brings you back, or a certain album that you liked, can you share it with all of us? Like just something that maybe you connected to, or that you think of, and I don't know, maybe somebody else will connect to it too, or have never heard about it, and they'll look it up, and we can put some musical circulation of positive energy or vibrations, or even things that are maybe the other side of that coin and a little dark, but that can be really healing. Working through emotions, the whole array of them. Natalie Merchant, notice more. I really like that. Sight. And with this, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here. I feel so blessed. Every day I get to be with you. And with that, I bid you adieu. And I will see you in the next reading.